Oh my God, I gotta send you this dumbass Kit for Kids ad. Like, it is so fucking dumb.
You already sent it to me.
Well, I'm sending it to you again. It's like really dumb. It's like really dumb. It's like, hey, parents and grandparents, your kids will love Trump. He's making America great again. I'm like, dude, you're not the Winter Soldier. You don't get to say that. All right? You ain't pounding it fist to the ground saying, again. Like, that's not, you ain't that, Chief. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm a pound into you.
Welcome right back to the Two Monkeys, One Brain Cell podcast. I am your host, Geek, and hey, buddy, how are you?
Hi, Geek. How are you?
Say your damn name.
See. Let me do Serum.
Serum?
I do not know my.
Your name is Serum?
Crimson.
Oh, hey, Serum. What's up, baby?
Syrup. My name is Syrup. Put me on your pancakes, baby. Put me on your.
Captain! Dude,
Man,
I still think about it.
By the way, I hate wearing these sunglasses and masks because it makes me feel like those weird guys that want to be YouTubers that talk like this and do the lip sync videos. Have you seen those? I'll send you one. But like they like talk like this and do like this, and they're like they're lip syncing audios, but you can't see the mouth movie, and it's just cringe. I do this because I have I have an identity that just clashes with this podcast, unfortunately. But I feel cringe. Speaking of cringe, advertising Trump to your children, that's very cringe.
That is so, like, I remember that as a full-grown adult, surprisingly, I now know what child advertising is, and it's so crazy. It is way too predatory.
Do you want to learn about our current president who might be romantically interested in you? Well, check out the Trump Guide to Kids for kids for $19.99.
It is actually free, apparently.
Oh, it's free? It comes with a pamphlet. All we're going to do is need your address so Trump can come over here and touch your booty hole.
Ugh. No.
He'd like that too.
No.
He'd like that too.
No.
How's my advertising voice?
It shows you were a theater kid. It shows you worked in film.
We love trains. You can get this train piggy bank and a DVD to talk about trains. You don't remember that commercial?
Yeah. Well. Yeah, oh wait. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. It was like the zoo books with like the other one that would always appear.
Yeah. And then there were like the plates, the Zoo Pal plates. Oink,
oh my God.
Oink, Zoo Pals. Zoo Pals make any fun?
I remember Zoo Pals. Oh my! I think I only ate from those plates like once at a kindergarten like birthday party that
I remember seeing them for the first time and being like just in awe. It's like, this exists. That's not on my screen.
Mom, we have to get it. No, we have plates at home.
Oh, I didn't like it was like kind of a one and done thing. I was like, wow, this exists. Cool. And I just kind of forgot about it.
Oh, I always wanted them. And then like I would get in fights with people because I wanted specific ones. I wanted the tiger and the birthday boy. Huh?
You wanted the tiger?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you wanted the frog one for some reason. I felt like you'd be a frog kid.
Is it because I'm green right now? Is it because I'm wearing green?
String bean man.
Oh, it's
two peas in a pod, 2 monkeys in a brain cell.
Why are you black? Oh wait, hold on, that didn't come out right. Hold on, that didn't come out right. That did not come out right at all. We are gone so off topic. We're talking about today's episode. I'm sure
there's a reason why the script is like this big in comparison to our like 2 pages.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm not writing the scripts anymore. You are, okay? I'm excited. I'm excited to see where this is going now. This is more improvised and more just us bantering rather than anything else, which I probably be better. It'll be fun. It'll be great. I love you. Yeah. It'll be fun. It'll be fine. Say it back, bitch.
So are we talking about like specifically social media politics?
Targeting
and how
specific.
that's kind of like
targeting specific because we are more socialist, we'll be targeting specific subset of political content creators, but including everybody at some point. Just know that we don't like Asmongold. If you like him, you're probably not a fan of us.
You probably don't shower.
No, you don't. Oh my god! Like some of his takes, I watch Papa Gut, right? And Papa Gut commentates over Asmongold's takes, and I'm like, how's Asmongold like? How does he have any fans? He says the dumbest shit.
Because incels like how brazen he is. You know what I mean?
You know who else is a brazen? Me, bitch. Like me. But
and I think you bathe more.
I did literally just shower, so yeah, I do. I'm sure I do.
Right.
What's an incel again?
One thing I want to kind of touch up on first is like censorship in media.
Wait, hold on. What's an incel again? It's someone who hates women, right?
So incel is involuntary celibate, which means that it's this like mindset that like women don't want to have sex with me because of like certain like factors. Usually it's like, oh, women only go for bad boys. Well, I'm nice. It's like, well, nice is what you should be in a relationship. In our next episode of the podcast, we talk about that. You'll see.
We do. Oh,
you weren't there.
Oh, right. Yeah, I don't talk about it. He does. It's great. Anyway. Oh, thank you for clarifying, because like I always assumed, I always use that as a term that's synonymous with misogyny, and that's pretty much my understanding of it.
I mean, like they kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, but I want to talk about like specifically the censorship in media, because I think a lot of people have this weird idea of it. I think it's funny how like conservatives will be like, oh my gosh, I'm being silenced, yet they're the people that are like pushing the ban on books, actively silencing people, right? I don't know if you guys remember when Jimmy Kimmel got freaking banned for a while because he's like, oh, Charlie Kirk wasn't the best person, and they were like, nope.
Was that the reason?
Banned. Basically, yeah.
Wow. I think I forgot. I thought in my memory, Jimmy Kimmel happened before Charlie Kirk.
No, this was after Charlie Kirk's death.
Oh, Jimmy Kimmel happened after Charlie Kirk. This is when they were like
firing people left and right.
Oh my god, yeah. People's terminations because of Charlie Kirk's statements or because of their commentary on Charlie Kirk's statements is like insane. Yeah, like wait.
It's wild to me because like whatever happened to free speech?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Were these people also fired when the actor for Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman, died and people made fun of him for it?
Or like when Renee Good was like passed away and like murdered. Freddie passed away and people murdered. Yeah, murdered. Absolutely slaughtered. And like they were willing to like, oh yeah, I can make fun of people. It's like, okay, but are you gonna lose your job? It's like that to me feels like really that was always a weird thing to me, right?
Yeah.
If this isn't like proof of like some form of police state, I don't know what proof there is.
I don't like if this is not also another example that this nation is deeply racist. I don't know what is, because this
like,
is
your
like
president insulted the death of Rob Reiner, right? And then you're upset that like some random guy on the internet. He was the director of Stand By Me, which is like a very. If you haven't seen Stand By Me, it is one of the best films ever made. It is very moving.
I gotta hold on.
But.
Oh, yeah, he's 1986 film. Oh shit.
Yeah. So, who else? There are a lot of famous actors that you may or may not know that are in Stand By Me. River Phoenix, his brother, Joaquin Phoenix, who played the Joker, but River Phoenix was in that film. Corey Feldman, who was in The Goonies. Jerry O'Connell, who you'll see everywhere. Will Wheaton is another famous person.
All
in that
over
film,
my head, but that's. Should surprise nobody. I know no one.
Watch the film. But like, you know, he's saying all these gross things about Rob Reiner, like Trump. And then like all of a sudden, like when we say one thing like, oh, Charlie Kirk didn't always have the best opinion, it's like, you're fired. You should be killed. And like, keep in mind, this is a podcaster.
Yeah.
Right? Like a case could be made like, oh, you know, a politician, stuff like that. This guy like was like, I don't like black people and just said it on camera. That's all he did.
He said that social justice was wrong.
Right, yeah.
What context would make that right?
He said that gun deaths were necessary in order to keep our gun rights.
Hey, here's the thing. Actually, before hold on. I was gonna make the joke, but I actually want to talk about this. I've seen so many people out themselves because of this Charlie Kirk situation, and I know we're late on it, obviously, but we've been making fun of it for like 10 episodes now. It's one of our going jokes. I've seen an old friend of mine, old content creator friend of mine, go on this like tyrant and posting spree of like, oh, Charlie Kirk was such a great man. I'm sorry for his loss. I'm mourning him deeply. And someone commented like, the guy said some gun deaths have to happen for gun rights to stay. And this content creator friend of mine said, or old friend of mine said, commented, "You're right. He died such a warrior." And I'm like, what? That's your takeaway?
Not counting gang violence.
Yeah, like what the? What's the black on black violence? I'm like,
it's always funny because I knew a lot of people that like are never political, right? Don't talk about politics, right? Never do that. All of a sudden, Charlie dead. Yes. Now I know they're dumb, but like all of a sudden, Charlie Kirk's like, this is the time to be political. I'm like, damn. So you were just like a.
Yeah. So you were a centrist. You just didn't want to. You're just pretending to be a centrist, so you don't get made fun of for being an asshole. It was just
like, oh, you just pretend to be apolitical, when in fact you're just a shitbag.
Yeah, pretty much. That's deeply disappointing.
I think like media censorship has just gone too far, and not in the non. Like when I say that statement, it sounds like I'm like some conservative being like, "Oh, they're constricting our free speech."
But it's not it's not censorship in ways to protect what we're saying and ensuring that we're not spreading misinformation.
Yeah,
it's to stop us from speaking out on the current situation, make commentary about it.
Right, and like there's this other sense of like how when we censor ourselves and when we censor words, we have desensitized those topics. So I don't know if anyone is a longtime watcher of this podcast, but in episode 3 we talk about the R word.
We talk when? What?
Episode 3 we talk about R word and we talk about like CP and stuff. And CP isn't the correct term. It's CSAM. Yeah. Right? Because I hate the fact that I have to censor myself, but like porn implies consent. Yeah. Yeah, like, and it takes away from the severity. Sorry. Like when we use terms like PDF file, we use terms like cord and grape, they take away from the severity of what these topics are. And the fact that we do it, to like make sure that our content's monetized feels gross. It feels disgusting. Their words have power. And when we like censor ourselves in that way, it takes away the power from the severity of those situations. And the fact that those abbreviations and those things have entered, like our everyday speak really does take away, why these situations are so like important, like, and I understand this is like a very touchy subject, but like it's something I believe deeply in how like social media politics have changed the landscape of like our conversations.
Well, like I don't disagree with you. Like I do find it very strange that because censorship and because of trying to be sponsorship worthy, trying to ensure that our corporate overlords give us some money, we have to silence what we have to change how we say something to make it more appealing. When like CP, you're right, CP doesn't exist because how can a child give consent?
Yeah, it's CSAM.
It's CSAM, but
child sexual exploitation, like
but who will always call it CP rather than CSAM? Who will always defend Trump when we address his involvement in the Epstein files?
Well, I feel like the censorship of words, falls on both parties, right? Like, like I will see like, content creators on the left, censor themselves and things like that. And like, I get it, get your bag and stuff like that. But I think when it comes to topics like this, you can't. Words carry power.
Do
And
you
when we
think?
take away the power, it takes away the statement. But
Do you think at any point we have normalized selling ourselves out in order to create this sort of dream lifestyle we all have wanted?
yes, and I especially think that right-wing creators have done that.
Oh, I mean, who's a right-wing creator that I know of off the top of my head other than Asmongold? Gold?
Cam Higby was like a really big one, like during the pandemic era, because like he was like very vocal about like the whole George Floyd thing.
Oh, I was gonna say
there's that one girl that Dean Withers brings on all the time.
Oh my God, yeah, the Dean. Also, can I say I also don't like Dean Withers?
We'll talk about why we don't like Dean Withers in a little bit.
Like I don't. But I know who he's.
Another one. I don't remember her name, but I remember like this is way back when I was still doing work for another project. That stuff lost, by the way. Where a girl tried to respond to me, and she was like a right-wing creator, and she was like trying to say something. I was like, "Girl, you're a failed actress. I found your profile on Backstage. Like, this is a grift. Like, this is very clearly a grift."
That's rude. That's rude as hell, dude.
Yeah, and then that what's it called? That TikTok page is like lost. It was deleted after that situation. So yeah, I live a very interesting life behind the mask.
A life that apparently I don't know about.
It was so short.
What the hell? Was it around politics or
half and half? Like I would talk about politics. It's just like I'd be very incendiary.
Because you are.
I hate the whole like taking the high route. Oh, be back.
I know.
Like that was made by someone that's like it's trying to be like diminishing and manipulative. Like, okay,
no,
I'm allowed to be
no. I absolutely disagree with you on that statement. I think the preservation of self has to have importance, and ensuring that we are the best we can be has to have importance and value.
Which is like there's merit to that, but I think like whenever we like, and that's the reason why like Democrats do such a shit job in the office is because they're like, oh, we'll take the high route. We're not gonna stoop low. No, they're gonna take body shots. You need to start taking body shots.
Oh, I have a different reason on why the Democratic Party is just such a failure. And it's because their involvement
don't care about your morals.
Oh,
you fight back. You.
Okay. Explain to Zoran Mandani then. Has he been taking body shots?
He's great. Like he's been pretty good about it. He has some stuff he needs to improve on, but he's been phenomenal. But that's within like the past 2-3 years. We are talking years of Democratic leadership that has been failing us.
I mean, what is the biggest failure of like Biden and Harris?
Letting Trump win.
They didn't let him win. They ran a failure campaign. There it is. That's my issue.
What's it called? Saying that, oh, we're going to forgive loans and not forgiving loans.
I thought he signed that into executive order.
No.
Oh. I don't have loans, so I honestly didn't. It wouldn't affect me. I know you do, buddy. I know you do.
But yeah, I think another thing we need to talk about when it comes to right-wing, like these right-wing creators, is like this level of anti-intellectualism.
Oh my God.
Because apparently like it's like this Schrodinger's like existence of a scientist, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're one funded by like what's it called? The big pharmaceuticals, and they'll like intentionally try to poison you versus like, oh, they come from like liberal schools. They don't know shit.
Wait, sorry. What?
Schrodinger scientist.
That's really funny. That's a really funny way to say it. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
That's really funny way of putting it.
Like it's this trend of just being dumb and not listening to people that know this shit because like, I know what I'm smart. I know what I'm capable of. I've done the research. No, you haven't.
But do you think that's also a symptom of us creating echo rooms because of social media? Oh, please elaborate.
So I think there is like a level of like, okay, we are creating these echo chambers where we're just listening to people that we feel are trustworthy, right?
How anyone thinks Asmongold is trustworthy is insane. How anyone thinks who's that guy who's currently in a lawsuit against Emiru's ex? Quintio made like a video. Mizkif. Anyone who thinks Mizkif is trustworthy is fucking insane. Who's that other female content creator that groped a minor in a car? I was like, oh, let's play it off, dude. She's like a Japanese woman.
Oh, is that? I don't think she's Japanese. I think she's Chinese or Korean.
Oops. I thought she.
I know who you're talking about, but I'm pretty sure she isn't Japanese.
Oh, I totally thought she was Japanese. I thought like I read that somewhere. If I'm not,
I know what you're talking about. I'm blanking on the name.
But like anyone thinks that's trustworthy. I don't know if you have good eyesight. They never perceived as good people. They always seem like they're chasing the bag and doing what they can for their own enjoyment.
Yeah. And I think like there's so many content creators and like celebrities and people who are like, oh, I just don't engage in politics. It's because you don't have a stake. Like you're not being affected by say politics yet. But like you're an adult. You're like if you're like 18, 19, like okay, I will give you a pass. No. Even that, but like I'll give you a pass. You're like very young. But like Jelly Roll, you're a grown ass man. What do you mean you don't do politics? I would rather you pick a side, even if it's the bad side, than being like, oh no, I don't want to.
Really?
I don't want to.
Wow.
Like you could be conservative and watch One Piece. Just understand that you are on the side of the Celestials.
No, because if they understood that, they wouldn't be conservative. That's the issue.
No, but like again, they're watching with their eyes closed and their ears covered.
Yeah, so they're not actually
watching. So like,
you know what I mean?
Even when I watch this and I become like I'm a conservative, like you are part of the government. Like I feel like Sakazuki has more morals than you do.
Well, he kind of does. His entire personality is doing whatever he will for his own morals.
Well, that's like comply. Just comply. This, that, and the other thing. And there's statements that.
It's his rule above all else.
The only marine I kind of sort of trust is Garp.
Not what's Garp's protege,
Cody.
the pink hair? Cody. Not Cody? My God,
Garp, I think because there's this level of like I understand where I'm going through, but I am so stuck where I'm at, and I have to hold myself back while I watch my family die, type of thing.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Possibly one of the most heartbreaking things in One Piece.
Yeah.
We're getting off the topic. I want to talk about the lack of morality from right-wing creators real quick.
For there to be a lack of morality, we'd have to assert that these people have morality, and I don't think they do.
I feel like half the time, I don't know if they're like actively trying to rage bait, right? Or it's just
they have to be. They have to be.
Like there's that one guy who runs the Date Right, like which is like a dating app for conservatives, right? And he like has these things where like he's eating food, like, so if this, that, and the other thing, how can you know, like I feel like if you might have seen this video. So like he had one video where it's like, how can they put signs up for like gun-free zones, but there are no rape-free zones?
Oh,
like every zone.
I have seen that because I'm like
that guy who used to work for Trump and was fired. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. That's very funny. I enjoy that. You know who I hate though? Because I'm assuming he's white. The why are there no rape-free zone guy? I'm assuming he's white.
Yeah.
You know what I feel deeply uncomfortable with? Any person with our skin color supporting Trump.
Oh yeah.
Like that is themselves. It's just like come on, dude.
Or like you know, brown people who wear ICE uniforms. I'm like, dude,
you really did forget where you came from. You really did forget your roots.
Okay, you're cosplaying as a vigilante when in reality, like the quote unquote superhero. When in reality, your superheroes would hate you, right? A lot of people are like, "Oh, Superman and Captain America would love ICE." They'd hate them.
No, they don't stand for that type of deportation.
Do we not remember that scene in Smallville when Clark Kent's mom tries to call immigration on Blue Beetle, and he was like, "You illegally forged my documents to adopt me."
I didn't see that. That's actually funny. That's great. I was going to bring up. I was going to bring
Smallville
up.
aged really well, surprisingly well.
I was going to
If
bring
you
up
haven't watched
how.
Smallville, watch Smallville.
And for a Captain America example, it would be like, hello, did you not watch in Civil War? How Captain America was against corporate oversight and political oversight. How he recognizes that the needs of the people matter than the needs of a governmental body.
Right. Look, I understand that technically Captain America's side was a good side, right? But
No,
like,
they
there's
were.
that one scene in I think it was Age of Ultron, where he's about to where Hulk confronts Scarlet Witch. Was like, I will choke you without changing a shade. I'm like, damn. Hulk really is that.
Also, like, can we talk about how that actor is actually surprisingly a good person?
He's just like, I've cut off people because they don't believe in a free Palestine.
He's brave. Here's the thing. I want to real quick retouch on the topic of censorship in order to, how do I say this? On behalf of the corporation that we work for, it's insane how my belief is, wow, he's brave for doing what he's proving. I don't want to say that. I think that's a dirty phrase. I think these people should say what they believe because what they believe and they're humans. I don't want to have to say, oh my God, they're brave for speaking out against atrocities, genocide, murdering of innocents, murdering of children, murdering of journalists.
Right.
I don't want to say, wow, he's brave for talking about what's actually happening. That's an insane statement. That is crazy.
But the reason why we have to make those statements is because there are actors that actively support the genocide. Gal Gadot, who plays Wonder Woman, Deborah Messing, a washed up, what's it called? Sitcom actress who couldn't really jumpstart her career, tried to block off a documentary about Palestine.
Going back onto censorship once again, something that I don't think you're off TikTok, right?
Yeah, I don't touch that shit.
We have a TikTok account, and I'm noticing a lot of different trends and how any conversation regarding ICE against AI or against Trump and speaking about Epstein files get very quickly silenced. The views will tank. And it's very interesting seeing. It's hard to see reports about anything happening in Palestine on TikTok. You see it on Instagram everywhere. Right. But TikTok? No. It's after the purchasing of TikTok.
It's really interesting within our content. Whenever we bring up Palestine, on our shorts, on our YouTube specifically,
oh my God,
someone has to comment about it, right? Someone's like, you guys are terrible people to be around, you know? Yeah, they're annoying, which I mean, it's half true, right?
He's not entirely wrong, but because our stances are what we believe morally correct, it's hard to fight against it without being an asshole. Hey, free Palestine. People deserve to live. You're a fucking terrible person and you're terrible to be around. Because I believe that lives matter? Okay.
Every accusation is a confession with these people.
Oh, it's a great way of saying it.
And we're not annoying. We're not debate bros.
It's really stupid. It's really dumb.
Really don't like TikTok debate and the modern debate culture when it comes to internet.
It feels weird. It feels invasive.
There were these two content creators that I really like, Jolly Good Ginger and Walter Masterson, who made really good TikToks. And then all of a sudden they're on this conservative podcast to debate. And I'm like, why are we, pushing up this white supremacist, right? Or that Dean Withers guy and how he keeps on bringing on that stupid girl who has these shitty politics. And it's very clearly for views.
Oh yeah.
Keep in mind, Dean Withers cried about deems himself as someone on the left, cried about Charlie Kirk,
which is it felt so forced.
He used to be a conservative for a long time, and
I didn't know that. He gave me that vibe though. He gave me conservative vibe, which is part of the reason why I don't like him.
I just don't think it's an appropriate thing to do to give these people a platform, like even to like debunk them and stuff like that.
But what else are we going to do with them? Just let them start yapping, hammering to whoever?
I mean, like I think there's levels to it, right? You know, I don't like, you can always make like those TikTok responses, right? I think those are fine to debunk.
That's still platforming it in a way.
But if you're actively putting a white supremacist on your show and letting them have a platform, it's just like, why are we doing
in order to shut them down and deny their ideals or refuse their ideals?
Give them away. Like a good example is like the Jubilee video where the guy who owns Zateo, I'm blanking on his name, but he was asking on the show, and this guy who lost his job from that freaking thing, or like he already lost his job and admitted he was a fascist, was given like $500,000.
Wasn't he also fired?
But yeah, but that was prior to the episode. Like,
no,
just
that was
like
because the episode.
But yeah, we like, if he was fired for that and was given $500,000, we just put $500,000 in that man's pocket.
But who is giving them that money? It would be the people who support already those conservative platformers.
People would have not known this guy existed if he was given a platform.
People would he would still have a job if, like, right. I'm not saying people should be losing their jobs if they have different political takes. You can agree with some things, but like
fashion, like that should not be like pushed out, right? Why are we actively, being put in the same room, getting buddy with these people? There's a reason why, and this is my big issue with debate me culture when it comes to like politics, is that people's lives aren't hypotheticals. You guys can debate all you want about trans rights and women's rights, but right now, trans rights are being taken away, right?
Women's rights are being taken away.
Women's rights are being taken away. It comes from a place of culture, or like not culture, sorry, a place of privilege,
which they refuse to acknowledge.
This is like a fun debate where we can make views and all this other stuff, and like I can show that I'm smarter than you. It's like people are dying.
But
like that.
But here's the thing. If we centralize these core group of people, if we centralize these conservative talking heads, then they'll create their own echo rooms that will not accept any other conversation points that can help elaborate and prove them wrong. That's why I think it's important we bring them on to left-leaning podcasts and have different conversations in order to bring that fan base and like
want to come on to have a conversation. There's that guy who interviews his parents who are like very, very far right, and like it seems like he wants to convert. Like they are so far gone.
No, you don't like them?
No,
I fucking love them.
I think that is a guy that is like actively putting his parents who would like clearly don't know and just like.
But like the premise is the premise that I've been struggling with my entire life because I have conservative leaning family. It's that conversation of how do I find love for you
and
when you believe other people should die?
They just yell at each other and nothing is solved.
But that's part of the process. That's part of having to go through it. Right now, yeah, sure, nothing will get done. But eventually something will, because human beings can never be stagnant.
More time with actively campaigning and actively fundraising money than just because we have been doing these TikTok debates. We have been doing these like back and forth with these content creators for years. I remember there was this big one back in 2021 and nothing's done. I haven't seen any of these content creators come to a rally and get these things like pushed out. And I think if we spend more time,
I think you're also not acknowledging the content creators that have gone to rallies, that have taken part of this, that also take part of the debate culture.
That's why I brought up specifically Jolly Good Ginger and Walter Masterson, who have actually went on the field and have like tried to like do stuff like that. But then they'll do things where like I feel like there is a better way to talk about, like changing sides and like exemplifying points without getting on, a white supremacist podcast. You know what I mean? I think there are more tactful ways to, handle these situations. And mind you, these conservative podcasts are milking it and taking those conversations out of context and making sure that they're bolstering themselves.
Oh, like the whatever podcast thing? You sniz? That was such a dumb moment.
That is he couldn't save himself from that. He couldn't that was he was unable, that was just boom. You can't save yourself from that. But I think there has to be a better way than getting on these white supremacist, podcasts, or bringing on people who have the worst fucking morals possible, like Dean Withers does with that one girl. Nothing gets done. Nothing. I think
a large portion of them is at fault, is the media's fault. The existence of media means that it has to have something there to have commentary or speak upon. Dean Withers always brings this woman into conversation because it brings him money, brings him revenue and attention, and grows his platform so he can have a more comfortable life.
It's that feels gross to me.
That
feels so gross.
I agree with you.
Because you're debating the hypothetical of trans people when trans people don't exist in hypotheticals.
I'm not saying you're wrong. My thing is, I'm willing to bet at least 1, 2, 3 people whose opinions were changed because of that conversation on her side. We're oh, wait, she might be crazy. Where people were the premise of the podcast where it's the kids talking to their parents. Shit, that made me better. That made me happier. That affected me looking and recognizing with my family, I got to find a way to care about them because I'm going to be the one taking care of them. If I can't look at these 2 individuals on a screen and say, I can see your story, then how am I going to look at my family who have to argue and debate and fight against all the time and say, I see your story? It made me a better person by them existing and arguing these individuals who are deeply conservative that happen to be family members. It made me better because I recognize the humanity of my family. I think that you have to acknowledge that. There's no way to not acknowledge that. That is my life too. It's not hypothetical.
Yeah, I just think it's kind of gross to just put your especially because some of those episodes get really intense. Damn, you cannot say these things. This is so
I can
out of proportion.
I can
right specifically the dad. Mom has been I know it's the mom is a little bit more mellowed out, but the dad he'll go on these scary tangents.
Yeah.
Right. And and I understand it might change some people's minds, but there are people who are just too far in the sauce.
Doesn't mean we gotta deny them the humanity though. Doesn't mean we gotta deny.
I'm not denying their humanity, but I'm just saying that's just that to me is just a very scary realization, that you are willing to just die on this hill even though it's a lie.
You're willing. I don't think he realizes the lie, or if he does, he might be doing it because that's all his life has been. His life has been based on a lie.
That Trump supporters say Trump derangement syndrome or something like that.
Oh, who's the one commentator who's you're right, I got that Trump derangement syndrome, and I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. I want to continuate that guy. I saw that. I'm I respect you, my man. Thank you so much for speaking that's truth. Yeah. Let me come out here. Let me shove my hand through that phone and shake your hand.
It's unfortunate because a lot of these people truly believe that we're teaching kids about transitioning and stuff like that. I have an inside scoop from someone that works in the school system. We're more concerned that our children can't read.
You're more concerned that
your child is 10.
We're more concerned that children are dying in schools.
Right. But it's scary because we're seeing this this whole disassociation, right? they're trying to cut funding from schools because it's being used to teach them about DEI.
Remember that math book that
LGBTQ.
got burned because it apparently had critical race theory involved in it?
Yeah, which isn't true.
Wait, also, it's a fucking math book. How could I have a critical race theory?
But
It's
like
math.
We should be more concerned that child literacy rates are going down, right? Because once you get to a certain age and you don't have the literacy skills, you can never really get it back.
Nope. Nope, you can.
I know first graders that don't know how to read properly. Like they'll know their CVC words, but they don't know how to read properly.
And like that's not just
for those who don't know, CVC words are consonant, vowel, consonant words. So like, bed, red, those are CVC words.
Oh, I didn't know that. Learn something new every day. I think that's an issue with conservatism as a whole, because conservatism doesn't want to fund public programs, which education should be. But for some fucking reason, Trump supporters are against education,
right?
Which is a weird thing to be against.
Another thing I don't like is this like centrist belief is like, if you are unable to name one good thing about the other side, you are brainwashed. Like, dude, what good thing am I supposed to name about a white supremacist? What good thing should I name about someone that's homophobic?
Here's the thing,
right?
I love that you brought out that point because it made me immediately think of like, okay, what good thing can I say of Hitler? And I'm like, oh yeah, Hitler at least helped try to benefit his country's economy.
Yeah,
and I'm trying to think about
out of the rut, basically.
Huh?
He got his country out of the rut, the financial rut it was in.
Yeah, he did. It was.
That is one. Like I can't say the same about Trump because Trump
is taking us further.
He's like, oh. Like, are our eggs cheaper now, or are they more expensive? Are groceries much cheaper now?
I think eggs are cheaper, though, is the funny thing, but it's not because Trump. It's because Biden made a deal with Turkey in order to start importing more eggs.
I like the eggs with like the much orange, like the very, very orange yolks.
All right, dude. What a wild. Yeah, okay. Everyone does. I think they're the superior egg. Whenever people say like, oh, that just means the pigmentation based on what the chicken eats, I'm like, yeah, I think we're making commentary on base that I think a healthier chicken diet that's healthier for chicken produces a better product. I think that's actively the commentary. If you disagree with me, you
Eat
can.
Healthy, guys.
I don't think. Eat ass. It has less calories. Sorry. Wow, this is a serious conversation we had. I'm glad we get debate.
I love how like we document this episode as like being very serious, and I think we had our serious moments. It's like,
oh yeah, we actively debated. We actively debated, 100%. We're two monkeys with one brain cell, but we still like have disagreements and want to have a conversation about them.
Right.
Because like
I'm just a much more cynical person. I'm also much more. It's very weird because I tend to be a very forgiving person, but
you are super forgiving. You are way too you're more forgiving than I am. I'm very cutthroat. My boundaries, if you cross them, we're done.
Well, lately I've been better at like cutting people off. You know what I mean? So like you know one person I've cut off and it's been good for me.
I'd argue that you could spare a few more people to cut off, but my life is insanity. I have like 5 friends. It can be quite quiet and lonely at times. But like regardless of that thing, what was I gonna say? Something I want to say something before I finish that off and I totally forgot. But yeah, if you like this episode, please remember to leave a like, subscribe to Two Monkeys One Brain Cell podcast. We are literally everywhere these days.
We're also in your local CVS pharmacy. Find me in the cold drink section.
You don't drink. Oh, cold drink like
juice and
Pepsi or Coke.
No, I'm in the technically none because they both support. They're not very good. There's that.
This is where you silence. They both support Israel. We can say that. We've said that before on the fucking podcast.
I try to forget that Israel exists.
How can you? It's part of the reason why we don't follow and like a lot of people.
Yeah, that's true. No, I was trying to say like I exist. You know, Have you ever seen those juices that have a little figure on top of them?
Yeah, actually. Like the plastic little figure?
And find me on one of those juice bottles going like this.
You
I
can
got
find
up
me
way too fast and my legs hurt.
like day today.
No, it was back, but I'm recovering from leg day.
Nice. You can find me here on YouTube at GeeC_YT for all your Cobblemon needs. You can find him at
you cut off, so GeeC YT, right?
_YT. Yes, for all your Cobblemon needs.
And then you'll find me at what's it called? Crimson TCG official. I promise I will upload. Just like GeeC content like ideas are like what's it called? What did Fat Man say about your content? It's like fad diets, right? Mine is like the booty call you don't hit up unless you're like really lonely. That is my upload schedule.
Christ.
I think the last thing I uploaded was like me doing an opening of all the stuff you got me for Christmas.
I think so, which is like, it's been a couple months, buddy. At this point,
Christmas. It's April right now.
At this point, it's a content creator.
My birthday just passed.
Yeah, at this point, it's a content creator and his best friend just here.
I'm here for the vibes, man. I'm here for the vibes.
You're here for the vibes? Who are you, fucking Zaza?
Is that the person that messed up
the tournament? Yep.
Their name is Zaza?
Yep.
Like Zaza?
Maybe. I don't know the inspiration in her name. I don't follow her.
I'm here for the vibes. No, it's just Yu-Gi-Oh content, Digimon content's a little tough to make when like everything I want to say has been uploaded by like a much more successful YouTuber, and I'm like,
hey, buddy, I don't know what to tell you. J. Cole has this lovely phrase that says that is nothing new under the sun. We still got to do it. If it's our
J. Cole
words,
also said grippy. With that being said, we hope you guys like this episode. We'll see you again.
There's this grippy, like grippy sock, like.
No, like she calls him grippy, like the cooter.
The cooter hooter.
Die, choking.